Okay, the big story right now. Sasikala Natarajan, the AIADMK General Secretary, has reached the Golden Day Resort near Chennai at Kanchipuram to meet her party MLAs who have been huddled there for the past 72 hours. Those visuals of Sasikala Natarajan's convoy reaching the resort a short while ago. Of course, she's seated on the front seat there wearing that green sari. As media persons tried stopping her car to get in a comment from her, there was a silence. And Sasikala Natarajan at the moment inside the resort. But tracking the story is my colleague Shalini Lobo. Shalini, take us through what is the expectation here. Is there a possibility that she might really sort of parade the MLAs in front of media cameras as well?
At this point, we can just hope. Right now, I'm at the ECR. The street has never seen so much action, and it was just minutes before that Sasikala Natarajan went by with a convoy. At least 25 to 30 AIADMK flag-bearing SUVs went by, and you saw Chinnamma exactly like how former Chief Minister Jayalalitha used to carry herself. The way she looked at the people and smiled, the way she nodded herself, it reminded me so much of the former Chief Minister. The simple green sari, a hair in a bun, looking on to people, and a lot of passerbys just standing here, collected her, all the Chinnamma supporters to have one look at her. She's gone inside. We don't know what to expect just as yet, but it's only after she'll come out after meeting the MLAs that we know what's happening, because it's all about numbers here. The OPS claims that they have all the numbers, the 135 MLAs on their side, and you have the Sasikala camp on the other side saying they have all the numbers, completely rubbishing the facts of holding their MLAs in captivity, or alleged captivity, as I must say over here. Now, we have sources saying that the MLAs are enjoying themselves inside the Golden Bay Resort, and we even had a few pictures, and even as my colleague Shiva Rood said, that they received alcohol inside and were enjoying a good meal. Now, all that's happening inside, but until one of them come out and talk to us, we don't know what's really happening. Are they kept there in captivity, or is this for their will? And also on the other side, on the other side, you even see her letter to the governor, which says we're running out of patience. A little threat there, running out of patience, and then we'll do what we have to do. Now, that is a threat to democracy. That definitely does not fall under free and fair elections. So what we can do is, now the governor, looks like he's buying time till the case verdict. So wait till the case, the Supreme Court puts out its verdict, and that's when we'll know what will happen.
Right. Shalini, also give us a sense, of who all are the people who are accompanying Sasikala at the moment, and what are the possibilities that the reporters there, the journalists there, are expecting at this meeting today?
Well, we don't, very honestly, the journalists on the ground don't see the MLAs coming out. However, there seems to be a different number coming out each time. Earlier it was 130, then it came down to 129. Now the number over here in Golden Bay Resort is currently at 95.
So, Shalini, I'm afraid I'll have to interject here. Stay, you heard Senior Leader K. Pandayarajan, whom in fact Akshita also caught up with earlier, and who switched sides, who is a Paneerselvam loyalist now, making a claim that ultimately the Paneerselvam camp will have support of at least 135 MLAs, and of course he just hopes that the party does not go down the way as it did in 80s with a split, and with the DMK eventually benefiting out of this political tussle. Let's go back to Shalini Lobo, who has been tracking Sasikala Natarajan's, in fact, visit to that Golden Bay Resort where Sasikala is at the moment. Shalini, as far as Sasikala is concerned, I know she avoided the media cameras, but this time around they are more forthcoming in terms of giving in their points of view, their perspectives. Has she promised any press conference at the end of this visit to the Golden Resorts yet?
I'm sorry, Smita, could you please repeat the last bit of the question? There was an audio disturbance.
Is there any assurance or any expectation of a press conference happening after the visit at Golden Resort?
So at the Golden Resort right now, if she's going to talk to anyone, it's JRTV. They were the only ones who were allowed to go in, while the rest of us are waiting outside, waiting for her to talk to us. But yes, seeing the way events are unfolding here in the national capital in Chennai, Tamil Nadu has a history where no chief minister gave the press much of its time. They only addressed their people. Jayalalitha did give a few interviews, but towards the later end, she stayed away from the press. And after many years, you see two people. You have O. Paneerselvam and you have Shashikala Natarajan, who are coming out and giving press conference after press conference, talking to everyone and giving messages to each other, in fact, through the media. This is the first time Tamil Nadu has seen that. And you even know now, when she stepped out, as she stepped off, leaving from Chennai to the Golden Bay Resort, our reporter manager Revathi Rajivan, one of our correspondents there, asked her what is on her agenda, and she replied, wait and see. Now even that leaves us in suspense. That little clue, we'll find out what the answer is once she comes out of the resort here, and we get more information from inside as to what happened in there, who she spoke to, what did she convey.
Okay, but what is the mood like, Shalini, if you have been able to gauge in the Sasikala camp with some of the important people switching to Paneerselvam, including somebody like a Mafua Pandeyarajan?
So what's happening now, even though Shashikala came out claiming that she's got all the support, there are sources that's telling us that her MLAs are held in captivity, that their phones are being taken away, that a lot of them were taken under false pretense. But there are two sides to the story. We also have sources which said that they're having a gala time inside there. But yes, we see more and more people spiriting away from her camp, coming to OPS and claiming their support to OPS. Now here it's all a game of numbers, and she gave an envelope to the governor. She presented it to him, signed envelope saying, I've got written statements from my MLAs saying they're on my side. She never brought, only 10 MLAs were allowed to visit the governor at that point of time. So now she has to take all of them with her. She has to have a clean majority, because written statements are going to be, they're going to verify it, because they do not, there are claims on whether it is authentic or not. So there's a lot of questions that are arising, and these questions are also put out by the people. Out young voices to come out, and they're questioning the government at this point of time, because everyone wants a good government now at hand after Amma's passed away.
Right. Shalini, what are you picking up from the locals there in the resort? Pandeyarajan there was claiming that he has been able to speak to some of these MLAs huddled in the hotel. Their phones are available. But the other customers, have they been removed from the resort? Has it been made only exclusively for the MLAs at the moment?
Well, I haven't gone inside the resort yet. My colleague Ashish Pandey is inside the resort. But I did manage to speak to a few people who stay in this area, and they said they haven't gone inside. Even if they've walked down the lane, it's only to see the resort from the outside. And there are people shooing them away from there, Smita.
Okay, Shalini, Lobo is outside that Golden Resort where Shashikala Natarajan is. There's a lot of speculation. Will Shashikala Natarajan sort of make it into a show of strength this evening after she has met with the MLAs? Because estimates now suggest that there are some 94 MLAs huddled in there. Will she maybe parade these MLAs for the sake of the media cameras as well, or not? Because that's something that she has asked permission of Governor Vidyasagar Rao in that letter she shot off earlier today. We'll continue to track all developments.